I'm Scott Ott, and here's a thought. The sins of some people are conspicuous and go before them. The sins of others appear later. That's 1 Timothy 5:24 from the New Testament. But the sins of Ted Cruz beset him behind and before. Last year, Senator Cruz was bashed for being the author of the federal government shutdown in his failed effort to stop Obamacare. This year, he's getting attacked for taking a risk in rejecting judicial nominees and other presidential nominees, and also trying to cut off funding to the departments that will put into effect President Obama's executive action, effectively legalizing 5 million illegal aliens. Even the Wall Street Journal is bashing the Cruzian hubris this week, saying that many voters still blame Republicans for shutting down the government. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Of course, by now, you already know about the vengeance that voters exacted on the Republican Party this November as retribution for that partial government shutdown. If you've forgotten, let me chronicle now the doleful toll. Knowing that Republicans are only bold and united when they're in the minority, the voters have cleverly turned the tables on former Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, not only giving him a 54-vote majority in the Senate, but an onerous new title. This will heap a huge burden of responsibility upon the soon-to-be Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and his GOP colleagues, because they'll now have to do something that they haven't had to do in a long time, which was actually vote on bills, a task from which they were mercifully spared by former Democrat Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. In addition, Republicans will have another load of responsibility because they can no longer claim to be only 1/3 of government. The voters stuck it to them like that. I mean, it was like the Republicans just walked into a trap, and now they wound up being 2/3 of government, which is a 100% increase in how much of government they are. But perhaps the most vindictive move of the voters is that creeping crevice of cacophony in the caucus that comes with the newly divided Republican majority. Republican tearing at Republican tooth and talon. It's the establishment versus the Tea Party in a cage match to the death. Everything is proceeding as the voters have foreseen. Hatched in the dark, when the government was so shut down that even World War II veterans could not visit an outdoor, open-air, free memorial because that's how shut down the government was. A nefarious nationwide conspiracy snapped into action to exact retribution from Republicans who tore the hearts out of little children by denying them the opportunity to tour the White House. No, Republicans will not soon recover from the consequences of exercising their so-called constitutional authority to control spending. And mark my words, if they allow Ted Cruz to pull more shenanigans like that, the voters may have to exercise the nuclear option. That's right, piling all 3 branches of government upon the beleaguered and divided, deeply divided Republican Party. Ted Cruz himself may wind up being out of the Senate and so vulnerable that he'll need 24/7 Secret Service protection. I'm Scott Ott, and there's a thought.